Hello. Good evening. I'm talking to you from a different place. I'm actually in my room and my hair is a mess. Sorry, I showered and it's still wet and I don't brush my hair when it's wet. I've got to let it dry. So you get messy, sloppy hair. Sorry about that. I don't know how to handle something right now. I just don't even. I'll probably be bringing it up tomorrow in my meeting, but I have been supporting my sister been supporting my sister while she was in prison, and she kept telling me the whole time, I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to get off my probation or parole. I'm sorry. I can't wait to get off my parole so I can move back up here. And, like a dumb girl, I believed her and I sent her money and I paid for, her phone call so she could call me. And, I spent a lot of money, on her. And and then she calls me yesterday out of the blue and says that she wants me to talk to our dad, so to kind of cushion the blow, and because her and our dad don't talk right now, they're more of a strained relationship because of just various things in her life. I don't want to go into full detail. I mean, she, had her kids taken away because she's a bad parent, stuff like that. I mean, CPS doesn't want to just take your kids away. They give you plenty of opportunity to keep them, but she just was she's so set on this dysfunctional, this destructive, that's the word I'm looking for, destructive man in her life. And she's like, oh, I love him. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm sitting here, what? He is like the worst thing for you. And, but then she tells me to talk to my dad. Me and my dad are having, a little bit of a situation of our own that we're working through. I don't see why he thinks that he has the right to be mad at me for something that I thought he knew about. I really did. Thought he knew about it. I don't want to talk about it here because it's kind of a highly personal situation, but it was something in my childhood that kind of affected me in a way that I didn't expect to be affected by. But anyway, and so me and my dad have had a strained relationship since April about just life in general. And so I call my stepmom up and I talk to her, and we talk, and I tell her that my sister is interested, that my sister is interested in coming, moving back here because she lives in Texas and I live in Minnesota. So there's quite a few state differences there. And anyway, so we talked for a long while about, and I said, yeah, she's interested in, she called me and said she was interested in coming back up here. And my sister only talked to me for like 5 minutes on the phone, something like that. And then she starts talking to somebody else when she's on the phone with me. That is like one of the biggest pet peeves you can do to me. It's like, am I not good enough conversation a good enough conversation person for you to, where I can't even keep you interested in talking to me. You have to talk to people around you. I do that only if like one of my kids bugged me or wants me to, acknowledge that, they're going somewhere, going out or whatever. I don't have complete conversations with somebody while I'm on the phone with somebody else. It just, to me, that's, not cool. But anyway, so it just, so then she I text her this evening and ask her, did you talk to Dad yet? Did you talk to, did you say anything? And she's like, plans have changed. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this in my meeting tomorrow. Maybe my small group will have a better, understand, and they're not there to give you advice, but, it's there to just for me to get it off my chest. And, it I don't know. It really makes me mad that here I spent all this time on her, and I expect her to come up here, and then she acts like a goddamn teenager. It's like, stop acting like a teenager. You're an adult. You should act like an adult. But I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to put this up there. I look really, really bad in this picture. This is probably one of my more yuck picture videos. Like I said, I took a shower, my hair's all wet, and I don't know why, but it feels better to just talk about, issues. And, even if, like, I know lots of people that have issues with their family, and it's actually, people think that they're alone in the world, that people don't understand how what somebody else is going through. Like, I'm alone in the world, nobody understands me, or nobody gets me, or nobody else is having this issue. But growing up the way I did in treatment centers, and I wasn't allowed to have foster care because I needed more inpatient care than a foster home would give me. I needed more structure and, stuff like that. And throughout all of that, I have come to realize that there are a lot of people in life that are in the same or know somebody who's been through, like this situation where I'm dealing with a sister that is very selfish in her life. She doesn't care about anybody else but herself. She's selfish to the point she even lost her own kids because of it. And somebody else can say, yeah, I have a sister, or I have a aunt, or I have somebody in my life that's like that. I talked to one of the people on my Horde guild, on one of my alts, because I play main as Alliance, but I don't really play main of anything anymore. I just kind of play whenever. I am so, what would the word be? Casual now? I mean, I haven't done any type of raid since the one where you go in to rescue Cenarius. I haven't done anything since then, raid-wise, because that's when a lot of the people in the guild just kind of left. But I consider my Death Knight to be my main, and she's in Alliance, but I do play a main Horde. I play 2 main Hordes. I play one on a server that I was playing Horde when the game first came out, and that was the one I was playing today, but I also play a main Horde character with my daughter, and we play 2 druids together. These druids are like the most versatile class. You can be DPS, healer, and tank. You can you have everything covered here in one thing. But anyway, I was talking to one of my guildies for my Horde. My Horde one is a warlock, so she was my main that I used to raid way back with 40-man raids. She's the one that I would do like Molten Core, Blackwing Lair. We back when you could raid for we used to do 10-man people. I think it was 10 mans you could do, or was it 15? I can't remember, but there was a number limit that you could make for a group for like Scholomance and Strathhome and stuff. So we would like do 10 or I think it was 10 or 15 people. We could get everyone together and run all those just for stones and, you know, just kill stuff over and whatever. And, you know, that back in that day, you know, that's, you know, vanilla, and that's early vanilla too, because they eventually changed it. Because we used to even take 15 or was it 10 people? I can't remember. One of those into UBRS. So we could get Onyxia stuff. Anyway, the Horde character, you know, is a warlock. Anyway, so I used to play her way back in vanilla and then halfway through BC. Anyway, so, and then from then on I've been Alliance, but anyway, I was on this Horde character and I was talking to one of my guildies and, you know, and I was just telling her I was just having a hard time. She's a real nice lady. She's, older than me, but not by much. Yeah, she's a real nice lady. I mean, we talk and, she was telling me about some of the things that happened in her life. And I reflected on that going, wow, we have similar, you know, things that happen to us as children. And that's where I'm coming from with that is, you know, you think that you're alone in the world with how you're feeling on certain things, but, you know, you're not. Like, I'm going through this tough time right now with my sister, and I could probably find 15 people that are probably dealing with or have dealt with a selfish sister just like I am, you know? And I actually already feel 15 times better. As I was sitting there stewing in my own stew for a while, or whatever the phrase is, after she had texted me saying, plans have changed. And then I told her, you need to stop acting, you know, I texted her, I said, you need to stop acting like a, you know, a teenager and act like an adult, you know? And, you know, I would have a right. I'm mad at her because she just does. It's like, you know, you don't care about where I've been helping you for the last year and a half. And, you know, I've been trying to be supportive of her. And then she goes and does that. You know, treats me like, plans have changed. And she's still sticking with the guy that is a terrible person, and there's nothing I can do about it. I've been harping that one for a long time. She needs to leave that man. Nothing good can come out of him. Anyway, well, if you made it through to the end of this video, I'm just going to end here because I could talk for 40 minutes, 50 minutes. You've probably seen some of those videos, but just know that other people are dealing with and have dealt with tough situations in life, and you're not alone, and I'm not alone. But, all right, well, I'm going to end for now. So, bye!